access to secured insights. The Stilo Group Services.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Secured Insights, the podcast where we keep it honest and we give you insight into the security business and how things can be done better. Today's podcast, however, is, as you will notice, we only published one the other day, but we thought we'd post another one. And the reason why is because this is in response to an email that we have received in the last 24 hours. So Fran is going to kindly read this one out for us.
Okay, so hi Secured Insights, love the podcast. We've installed a really good video system with analytics. Do we still need to install or keep a conventional Honeywell Galaxy or Texecom for insurance and police response? That's from Mark, who is a facilities manager in Manchester.
It's a great question.
It is a good question, Mark.
Especially in 2026 when everything feels so high tech. I'll walk you through the real benefits, what the rules actually say about police response and insurance, and what you should be probably doing in your office. So before we get into it though, thank you very much to James Scotchman.
Thanks, James.
We have a new fan here of the channel and I appreciate that on YouTube. Thank you for joining us, James, and it's also nice to see your comments on the impact that we are already having on answering questions and being informative. We do, of course, like to bring people into the channel. Now, of course, in that regard, we will back up some of the things that I say. For example, you might want to hear my opinion on things, but not all the time. We want to bring in suppliers, integrators, people who are in the industry to let us know what their thoughts are, because I'm always open to be challenged. So let's get into it. So picture this. In the middle of the night, your office is empty and someone starts messing with a door or window. I had this before, so this isn't all made up, by the way. This is something that I have experience of. Now that big red bell box on the outside of the wall, just as an example, it might be that it's got a sticker on it with an alarm company on it, but the bell box. It may well be backed up by alarm stickers on windows. This building is alarmed, right? Don't laugh at that. That's important because it can make you walk straight past. If you see an alarm, you see cameras, even if they're not working, you don't know that. So deterrence really does work. If, though, the intruder wants to still try and get into the building, a good intruder alarm gives you an instant loud siren, flashes the lights, and sends a signal straight to the professional monitoring centre. They verify it and get the police or your key holder out fast. So why do I still recommend them? Well, you get proper protection when nobody's around. Insurance companies do love them. They often reduce your premiums and actually pay out if something happens. Your team feels safer, especially if people work late or come in early. And best of all, these days they integrate really well with your existing cameras and door systems. It's hard to say this because I suppose it is, but I was going to say it's not old technology. I mean, it is old technology. I don't know whether to say it is or it isn't, actually, but it's reliable, okay? It's reliable technology that still does a better job than anything else for certain things, okay? So yeah, I suppose intruder alarms are old technology, but they are also still very valid. I think that's the way I wanted to phrase it. So let's tackle the big issue here. With video management systems that have AI analytics, which of course is a big thing now, motion detection, loitering alerts, and video verification, and of course on top of that, smart access control systems, do we still need a dedicated intruder alarm? I know for a fact that a lot of access control systems now will have the ability to facilitate intrusion detection devices around your space. However, my short answer is yes. Okay? They are brilliant additions, having access control, video verification, loitering alerts, analytics. They are, okay, but they don't fully replace a proper graded intruder system. And the reality of that is that if you want the police to respond automatically, which of course can be with a unique reference number, the system has to meet specific standards. Usually grade 2 or 3 for most offices. It needs to be installed by an accredited company and monitored properly. VMS and cameras are fantastic for confirming it's a real break-in, right? If the alarm goes off, you might want to have a look, but on their own, they don't usually qualify for that police response or satisfy most insurance policies. Access control is a great... basically, access control is fantastic during the day for letting people in and out of the building who should be there. We've mentioned before at Stilo that access control is really only good. It's only really as good as the people that use it, right? If you want to let someone through the door out of common courtesy, then essentially you've let someone through the door. If you haven't closed that door properly or locked it when you leave, then someone can still get through that door. It doesn't detect someone smashing a window at 3 a.m. either. So the smartest setup I see working really well right now is a hybrid one. You keep a solid traditional panel, like a Honeywell Galaxy or Texecom Premier Elite. Bosch also, of course, depends on what region you're in, really. And you can use that as a reliable backbone for detection and signalling. You can then layer VMS on top for video verification, smart analytics. Now, if you do that, you get best of both worlds, don't you? Right? You get compliance plus clever technology. It's not either or anymore, it's both working together. And that's the way I think you should put it. I actually really want to highlight that point. When you ask the question, is it worth having? Yeah, I think so. Don't think of it as an either or, right? Think about it as, how can we get our alarm to work with our current technology? And I mean current as in, yes, alarms are fairly old tech, but I still would recommend one.
Secured insights. The Stilo Group services. Secured insights. Stilo Group.